He prided himself on being one thing and one thing only, a United States Marine. Lance Corporal Jeffrey Cole, a patriotic devil dog patrolling Marja, Afghanistan, when tragedy struck. His unit was ambushed by Taliban forces and his arm was shredded from multiple rounds of ammunition.
And I got shot before I heard the sound of the gun, which is bullets travel faster than the speed of sound, and you know that, but you don't really understand, until you get hit by it, what that really means. So I was very confused as to what was going on. When I got shot, I weighed 200 pounds at the time with all my equipment on. It picked me up into the air, moved me 5 feet to the left, and slammed me onto the ground in under half of a second. I'd never been dropped so hard by anything in my entire life.
Wounded, bleeding, and confused, Jeffrey learned what no one wants to hear. The bullets had blown away parts of his left bicep and tricep, completely severing his ulnar nerve.
So Jeffrey suffered multiple gunshot wounds to his chest area, extremities, and had an injury to his left upper extremity consisting of a segmental nerve injury, specifically the ulnar nerve, and also had a soft tissue defect. So I was one of the reconstructive surgeons that was involved in Jeffrey's care in order to reconstruct not only the ulnar nerve injury, but also his soft tissue injuries and perform limb salvage or limb preservation on his left upper extremity.
What Cole didn't know was that 8 days after the ambush, he would be one of the first patients in the world to receive one of the longest available nerve grafts. Physicians gave him two options, the nerve graft or amputation. For Cole, it was a no-brainer.
I was ready to try anything. He was like, hey, we got the surgery, we don't know if it's gonna work, it's experimental. We're gonna see if we can, if this does anything. So I was like, I'll give it a shot, I'll do it to keep my arm. So, what do I have to lose?
Surgeons performed Cole's surgery at Walter Reed National Medical Center in Bethesda, Maryland. It was the first upper extremity surgery of its kind.
So this product that we specifically used in Jeffrey's case is Avance. Avance is a nerve allograft that's actually nerve tissue from a cadaver that's processed and allow for your own nerves to reintegrate into the nerve allograft from a cadaver.
The graft encourages the body to grow a vascular system within the gap and eventually becomes part of the patient's own tissue. It's essentially a 3D scaffold that bridges the nerve gap after an injury. The road to recovery wasn't easy. Cole endured physical and occupational therapy for 2 years, 6 to 8 hours a day, not knowing how much feeling he would get back in his arm. Then one day,
my arm and my hand felt different. I don't know a way to describe it. It just felt different. Had some weight to it. It's a weird way to say it. And I squeezed it a little bit. I was like, oh, this is the first time I've done it in like 13 months. I finally could actually move my hand and grab it. And I cried. I was really happy about it. And so that was kind of the big, okay, this is working now.
There was a time not too long ago when an injury like Cole's would end in amputation. But thanks to Dr. Valerio and the nerve graft technology, one devil dog, armed with science, kept both his arms.